When no one was home, Danny would always get on his hands and knees against the wall in a strange position, staying there for 30 minutes to work on his leg strength. A few days earlier, though, he'd noticed something weird. An odd hole had started to form in the wall. After testing it out, he'd figured out a secret. If he connected with the hole, he'd feel a surge of energy rushing through his body. At first, Danny had only seen a small crack in the wall and hadn't paid much attention to it. But one day, curiosity got the better of him, and he reached out to touch the crack. To his surprise, that spot on the wall felt surprisingly soft. The second he touched it, the crack opened up into a small hole, and a dark liquid started oozing out of it. Scared, Danny quickly fetched a bucket of water and cleaned the wall off. What he didn't expect was that by the next day, the small hole had grown bigger. Danny grew more curious about what the wall really was, so he peeled off some of the wallpaper around the hole. What he saw made his eyes widen. The wall seemed like a living creature, and he could hear strange noise coming from inside it. Danny leaned his ear close to the wall to listen more carefully. But the moment he got near, a tentacle shot out from the hole and licked his ear. Danny froze, then collapsed to the floor in fear. Even so, he couldn't shake his curiosity about the wall. He grabbed a pen and decided to test how deep the hole was. Before he knew it, the hole almost sucked the pen right in. When he pulled the pen out, it was covered in a thick, sticky substance. That's when Danny was sure, whatever was inside the wall had to be a monster. To keep it from being discovered, he hurried to find a mirror and hung it over the hole to hide it. The next day, when he checked again, the hole had grown even bigger, big enough to fit his arm, and its shape looked really unusual. Danny stared at it, transfixed. Without thinking, he slipped his finger into the hole. When he felt the strong suction coming from inside, a bold thought crossed the mind of Danny, who'd never been with anyone. So that day, as soon as his sister left the house, Danny quickly took off his clothes and pressed his body against the wall. He'd decided to use this mysterious wall to turn himself into a real man. But what he never could have imagined was that just a few days later, the wall would end up pregnant